It's time for the opening crack. It's the sideshow to the D&D show we normally do, where we taste and rank some beer. Welcome, fellas.
Hey, that was pretty good for his
Man, feels pretty good about getting a big bang out of a little thing. Take that for what
it
you
was
will.
an adequate crack.
The funny thing is, before we started this, he was like, we can make fun of the little crack, and it was a good crack, and I still made fun of it.
Adequate.
So, Mr. Big Can, introduce our beer of the night.
Oh, God. All right. Well, tonight we are drinking the Gyrating Giraffe from Lupulin Brewing Company out of Big Lake, Minnesota.
Is that a gyrating?
Oh, you better believe it's gyrating.
And if you've listened to some of our other episodes, this one comes from Matt. You can hear him on the Descent into Avernus campaign.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks,
So
Matt.
shout out to Matt for hooking us up with one of these.
Cheers to Matt. Bonus crack for him, too.
Hey. There it is.
Well,
Delayed bonus crack.
Okay.
So what are we tasting in this one, boys?
Hold on, let's taste.
Ooh.
Get that ASMR podcast going.
Ooh, I like it. Ooh, it's definitely citrus. I'm tasting citrus.
Yeah. This is... So it's described as a triple IPA.
Mm-hmm.
For an IPA, much less a triple IPA, I taste zero bitterness in this beer. How about you guys?
I would agree. I feel like I've drank like a regular, just a plain old Jane IPA that has much more of a bite than this.
Oh yeah, this is gonna totally mess up our challenge.
This is good. Throw us curveball, change up, all in one here, man. I think so. As far as we can tell, there's no IBU listed for this beer, and it comes in at a whopping 10%. And I taste neither bitterness or alcohol in this beer. It's amazing.
This could kick your butt.
This could kick your butt
easily.
And this is one that I want to drink in the summer, like sitting outside on the deck, like sipping on one of these, maybe sipping on two and not being able to walk home afterwards. Like it's with that 10%, but it is very smooth.
It is so good.
It goes down fast for like a 10%.
Yeah.
Yes.
IPA. Yeah.
Yes. It's just like I'm trying like really hard to find something to compare it to, and I can't find anything.
It's very like florally, citrusy.
Mm-hmm.
I do catch floral notes. I'm glad you mentioned that, Brett. I catch that almost on the back half. It hits citrus hard, and then I'm like, oh, there's a little floral taste there too.
Mm-hmm. And the smell is certainly like very hop forward, very strong floral hop up front, and it's hop, floral, and hoppy on your palate too. But it's not the bitter. It's like typically, like if I smell this, I would be turned off by this beer, just knowing what's coming. And it's like it never comes. Waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it's not coming.
No, it's
In a good way.
yeah,
In a good way, yes.
So, gyrating giraffe.
You want to talk about the elephant or
Phil.
giraffe in the room?
Yeah, talk about the elephant on the can. Or the elephant on the can. The giraffe on the can.
Giraffe, bear. It's got it all.
Man, your giraffes look weird.
This can has a giraffe with a very long neck who is pole dancing and has a little garter holding some dollar bills. And there is a bear paw holding out another dollar bill towards the gyrating giraffe. And she's putting on a show.
It's a very fancy can.
Oh, man. Normally we have to say, that's not a strip club, but in this case, it's definitely a strip club.
Well, it's very nice.
I mean, you go onto the website and you read the description of this beer, and it ends with a wild, flavor-packed adventure that embodies the spirit of a giraffe in a strip club.
Yeah, even if you look through the hop list, right, they put like Vic Secret hops in this beer. It was like I feel like they did everything they could to dig into the persona of this beer.
Have you ever seen those videos of like two giraffes fighting, how they just swing their neck at each other? It just makes me think of this giraffe doing that to a stripper pole, like whoosh. How you doing?
All right. So If you are going to go into Faerun and find one of these beers, where would you be finding one of these? Ross, kick us off.
Okay, so this one I'm gonna go like more a bigger generic town, but you'll see why. So you're gonna find this one in Waterdeep. This is brewed by the followers of Lathander at the Lightbearers Libation Lounge, and followers of Lathander, they use like very unique ingredients, and the unique ingredient that they use is the radiant and ethereal blossom found deep in the Feywild called Sunshade. And then this beer is called the Sunfire Tincture.
Ooh, I like that.
So, yeah, I think it's just bright beer. Like the sun really hit a note with me for that. So I thought that was a really good one for this one. So.
Okay. Phil, where are you taking us?
I'm taking us to the Prancing Pixie. Yes, it is a strip club in Luskin, which is just north of Neverwinter. And the reason that it's located there is they source the hops from the different regions in this area. It's like sort of seaside, close to the forest, mountainous. You can get to the river and to the plains beyond pretty easily. So they source all the hops from these different areas. And initially I wasn't going to rename it, but after hearing Ross's, I've decided that it's going to be the Hopping Hippogriff. That's what I'm going to rename this one.
I like it.
Enter Harry Potter world.
I've been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy, sorry.
You can find this at the Three Broomsticks.
What do you got over there, Brett? Where'd you put this?
I'm stuck on trying to picture ordering this at the Three Broomsticks.
With Harry hopped up on it in the corner. Yeah. See what I did there?
Remember my glory days at Hogwarts.
I'm here all week, folks. Don't worry.
I am going to a demiplane on this one, so not in directly Faerun.
Interesting.
This comes from a little demiplane located in the Shire. You maybe have heard of it. The Shire, at the Gilded Petal, which is a hot spot for the halflings that live in that area. Halflings.
Hot spot, eh?
What?
Hot spot?
Yeah.
How hot?
It's very hot. So at the Gilded Petal, you can find this one, which is called the Triple Petal IPA.
Ooh.
Which is very light and florally in for the halflings. And you can order this in the largest size, which is a half pint.
That's not enough for Merry and Pippin. Sorry.
No, those are hobbits. These are half.
These are halflings. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Very, very different.
Well, Merry and Pippin definitely go to this bar and drink this while smoking in a corner.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Dang, we went on quite the journey today.
We did.
Around the world.
A journey through the fandoms. You're welcome, everybody.
All right. So if you are going to go through our challenge rating, so normally we go through challenge rating 1 being kind of like a cream ale with your normal kind of D&D level of challenge ratings, all the way up to a challenge rating 20, which is more comparable to a double IPA. This one, on the other hand, comes in at a triple IPA. Where are we going to put it?
Which makes zero sense.
Well, we did determine that a triple IPA is not a
technically
official beer type. So,
but it's a newer one and just hasn't formally been established or something.
Because there are a lot.
Just by name, you think this should come in as a 20. And to be honest, when I smelled it the first time, like before taking a drink, when you take that first big whiff, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a 15." Took a drink. I'm gonna come in at a 4. Like I think like if somebody smells this and like gets by that initial gut reaction that this is going to be a super bitter beer and actually take a drink of it, they would have zero problem drinking the rest of it. So it's a 4. For me personally, this is a -5. I would drink a 6-pack of this beer, and at 10%, I would be asleep on the basement floor, out like a light, snoring.
Phil, where are you putting it? You had some big reactions over there with the 4. Where are you putting it?
I'm trying to decide. I think it's got to be like. I still think I put it around like a 12.
You think it's still that high?
I think for someone that maybe isn't as into craft beers, yeah, it has a strong flavor still, and it's different. It's smooth. It's citrusy. I mean, it's drinkable, but I still think it would be Challenge.
If I may try, we've never done this, but if I may try to sway
Well, of course.
your ranking,
This is a debate.
the fact that it's a 10 and you get very little alcohol on it
Oh, that's fair.
and no noticeable bitterness. Because I feel like when you think of people, what turns them off on craft beers, a lot of times it's like they want Coors Light, they want that Corona that has zero bitterness in it. And this would not turn anybody off. If you get past the aroma, the strong aroma,
All right, that's fair. So we'll take it down to like an 8.
that's fair. That's a win
Get
for
there.
us.
I was
Oh, bringing it
there.
down.
I was gonna go with 7, so I'm pretty much in the same ballpark.
Okay.
But we're definitely not at the 20 where you think a triple
No.
IPA should be.
This is a different world.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
think this is easier, definitely lower on the CR rating than some of the others we've had that are not triple IPAs
Right.
by any means.
And so we didn't do a lot of research on the type of hops that's in this, but it makes me wonder if that's maybe like part of like this style of hops where it doesn't impart a lot of the tannins and the bitterness, not tannins, because tannins is like dryness, but like the bitterness, but it imparts the flavor.
Ah,
Because I mean, when you think of hops, you think of bitterness because like hoppy beer is always going to be bitter, but in this case, that is nothing like that is the case in this one.
where can we find this beer, Brett? Do we?
You can find this a couple different places. So I believe this is a limited release from Lupulin Brewery, mostly out of Big Lake, Minnesota. They also have a brewery in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, so you can get it in one of those 2 locations. I like this one. I think this maybe came out of a demi-plane to our world somehow or something. 'Cause
Right?
This is weird. Like this should not be. This is messing up our challenge rating. Everything. Like I'm a fan of this one. I would give this one a big thumbs up. What about you guys?
Big yay. Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely yay. If I had more thumbs, it would get more than 2. But I don't.
How many
Sorry.
thumbs do giraffes have? Do giraffes have thumbs?
Giraffes don't have
They
thumbs.
have hooves.
Although this is a gyrating giraffe, which I don't think giraffes do, but maybe they do, and maybe they do have thumbs. I don't know.
4 hooves up.
Four
hooves up.
hooves up. That's going to do it for this bonus episode. Stay tuned for more beer reviews in the future. You can check out our regular show, Bards and Barrels, anywhere podcasts can be found. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Bards and Barrels. Until next time, may your dice be hot and your beer be cold.